Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's session I'll discuss about solution of problems given as exercise in my previous video. Those of you haven't seen that video, the link is given in the description, so just go and check that first. So let's begin with the session. Here is your problem number 1. You have one symmetric matrix X given and you have to find out these unknowns A, B, C and D. To solve this problem, you have to remember those 2 points. Number 1, we can have any real number on a diagonal of a symmetric matrix. Number 2, the cross diagonal elements of symmetric matrix will match. Let's talk about this unknown A. A is on the diagonal, so A can be any real number. C is cross diagonal element of this -2, so C will equals to -2. B is cross diagonal element of this 3, so B will equals to 3. D is cross diagonal element of this 4, so D will equals to 4. So the answer is A can be any real number, B equals to 3, C equals to -2 and D is equals to 4. Here is our problem number 2, where A is a skew symmetric matrix and you have to find out unknowns W, X, Y and Z. To solve this problem, again you have to recall those 2 points. Number 1, we can have only 0 on the diagonal of a skew symmetric matrix. Number 2, the cross diagonal elements of a skew symmetric matrix will be negative of each other. Okay, so if you see, this W is on the diagonal of a skew symmetric matrix, so W will equals to 0. This X is cross diagonal element of this 2, so X will equals to -2. This Z is cross diagonal element of this 4, so Z will equals to -4. This Y is cross diagonal element of this -3, so Y will equals to minus of -3, that is 3. So here is the answer. W is equals to 0, X equals to -2, Y is equals to 3 and Z equals to -4. Let's go to the next. So before we go further, let's recall few very important things. Number 1, to disprove a statement we need to give a counter example. So whenever a statement is false, we need to disprove that statement. And how to disprove a statement? We have to give a counter example to disprove that statement. To prove a statement, we are going to follow few steps. Step number 1, write assumption. Assumption is basically hypothesis whenever we have if and then statement. Step number 2, write what to prove. So basically we prove the conclusion part of that if and then statement. Step number 3, write the fact that will help you to understand what exactly to prove. Step number 4, write what needs to prove exactly. If you recall, in my previous video I have proved few statements. So there I have written in the proof that is to prove. So I am talking about that part over here in step number 4. And step number 5, prove the statement of step number 4 with the help of assumption and known facts. For understanding purpose, I am going to follow this color which you can see in step number 1 to step number 5. In my proof, you will see step 1 in orange color, step 2 in green color, step 3 in sky blue color, step 4 in red color and step 5 in royal blue color. Okay, so let's proceed to the next problem. So here you are going to prove or disprove the following statement. The statement is AB is symmetric for any symmetric matrices A and B. Nothing but I can say the same thing in verbal form, product of two symmetric matrices are symmetric. Okay, or I can write the same statement in if and then format like this. If A and B are symmetric, then product A into B is symmetric. So first of all, we have to understand whether the statement is true or false. So if you attempt this statement to prove, you will arrive to a point where you need AB, but you are getting BA, but you know AB is not same as BA, so we can't go further. So that is the point, that is the thing which will give you a counter example. So how to produce that counter example? So we are going to take two symmetric matrices A and B such that AB is not same as BA. Okay, so let's begin with the solution. So first of all, you are going to declare the given statement is true or false whenever there is a prove or disprove problem. So this statement is false, so I'll write the given statement is false, and if the statement is false, you are going to disprove it, and disprove means you are going to produce a counter example. So let's produce a counter example. So I have taken a symmetric matrix A and a symmetric matrix B. You can see the matrices taken over here are symmetric matrices. We can have anything on the diagonal, but cross diagonal elements should match. So you can see these are cross diagonal element of each other which are equal, and in B, even B also, these two are the cross diagonal which are equal. Okay, so this A and B are nothing but the symmetric matrices, and after that you are going to compute AB, and you can see after computation of AB you are getting this matrix, and this matrix AB is not symmetric. So I have got an example where the matrices A and B are symmetric, but the product AB is not symmetric. So the statement becomes false. Okay. Let's proceed to the next. So here is your second prove or disprove problem. AB is skew symmetric for any skew symmetric matrices A and B. This is also similar to the previous one. So we can say the same thing in a verbal form as the product of two skew symmetric matrices is skew symmetric. That's what is written in the statement. Or we can write the same thing in if and then form like this. If A and B are skew symmetric, then the product AB is skew symmetric. So how I know whether the statement is true or false? Suppose this statement is true, and if you attempt to prove the statement, you will arrive to a point where you need minus of AB, but you get BA, and you know BA is not same as minus of AB. So you stuck at that point, you can't get minus of AB from that BA, so you will have to get a counter example, and the statement is false. So first of all, in the solution you are going to declare the statement is false, and after that you are going to produce a counter example. And what will be the counter example? You will produce two matrices A and B such that they are skew symmetric, but the product AB is not skew symmetric. So let's take two skew symmetric matrices. So here are two skew symmetric matrices. These two are skew symmetric because you can see on the diagonal we have 0. We can have just 0 on the diagonal of a skew symmetric matrix, and cross diagonal element has to be negative of each other. You can see the cross diagonal elements are negative of each other. So the A and B which you see are nothing but the skew symmetric matrices. And if you compute AB after that, you get AB as this, and this AB is not skew symmetric because on the diagonal you have a non-zero number. So on the diagonal you have a non-zero number, so that matrix cannot be skew symmetric matrix. It can never be skew symmetric matrix. Okay, so this AB is not skew symmetric. So what we have A and B skew symmetric matrices, but the product AB is not skew symmetric. That disproves the given statement. Let's see the next problem. So here is your next prove or disprove statement. A transpose is symmetric for any symmetric matrix A, and I can say the same thing in Weber format as a transpose of a symmetric matrix is symmetric, or I can even say the same thing in if and then form as if A is symmetric, then A transpose is symmetric. This statement is true, so I am going to declare that first. The given statement is true, and you know if the statement is true, you will have to prove, and to prove you are going to follow those 5 steps. And recall, I am going to follow those 5 steps along with those 5 different colors. Okay. What was the step number 1? The step number 1 is assume the hypothesis. This is your hypothesis. So you are going to assume this first. Let A be any symmetric matrix. Okay. And step number 2. What to prove? So conclusion you have to prove. Step number 2, to prove A transpose is symmetric. Step number 3, write the fact that will help you in the understanding what to prove exactly. So we have to prove symmetric, but what is symmetric means? So the fact we know, matrix X is symmetric if transpose of X is equals to X. So this is your step number 3. And after that, step number 4, what to prove exactly? So that is to prove transpose of this matrix equals to the same. So you can see transpose of this matrix equals to the same, and if we get this, that means A transpose is symmetric. Okay. Or in other way, I can say in place of X in this you put A transpose. Let's move to the step 5, the final step. What was your step 5? The step 5 was prove the statement which is there in step number 4. Nothing but you are going to prove this. And to prove this, that means you have to prove LHS equals to RHS. So nothing but you are going to consider the LHS and you have to bring the required RHS. Okay. So let's do that. Consider the LHS. So the LHS is transpose of A transpose, and we know the property 1 of transpose. Double transpose of any matrix is the original matrix. So transpose of A transpose is equals to A. Okay. And after that, we have to compare the thing which we have and the thing which we want. So you can see I have A and I want A transpose. So how to go from A to A transpose? This assumption will help you to reach to that point. Okay, so what is your assumption? Matrix A is symmetric. So if matrix A is symmetric, what we can say? A transpose is equals to A. Okay, and after that, in place of A, you can see I can use A transpose. So what I get ultimately? Transpose of A transpose is equals to A transpose, and that's what is required, hence proved. So here your proof is done. So are you all understanding the 5 steps? Number 1, I am denoting by orange color, and what is that? That is the assumption step. Number 2, I am denoting by green color, and that is what to prove step. Number 3, I am denoting by sky blue color, and that is to write the fact which will help you to understand what to prove exactly. And step number 4, I am denoting by red color. In that step, you have to write what exactly to prove. And step number 5 is to prove the statement which is there in the step number 4 with the help of assumption and already known facts, which I am denoting by royal blue color. This is the most important step of your proof, but this other 4 steps are equally important. If you are not aware of the first 4 steps, what to do, how to start, you can't prove the thing, you can't prove the statement. Okay, so let's proceed to the next problem. So here is your next question. You have to prove or disprove the statement. So what I suggest you write the statement in verbal form first, and after that if and then form, and after that you think whether the statement is true or false. If the statement is true, you prove the statement. If the statement is false, you give a counter example. And if the statement is true, you follow those 5 steps which I told you. So pause the video and go ahead. Okay, I hope you all must have got the right answer. What I told you to do first, you have to write verbal form of this statement. So I can say this statement in verbal form as transpose of a skew symmetric matrix is skew symmetric. And in if and then form, I can say this statement as if A is a skew symmetric matrix, then A transpose is skew symmetric. And since this is a prove or disprove statement, we have to think whether the statement is true or false. We have to declare that first. So I tell you this statement is true, so we are going to declare the statement is true. And after that, since the statement is true, we are going to prove the statement. And to prove the statement, you are going to follow those 5 steps. Step number 1, assume the hypothesis. This is the hypothesis. So you will assume that the matrix A is skew symmetric. Step number 2, write to prove statement. And what to prove over here? Conclusion to prove. So you'll write to prove A transpose is skew symmetric. Step number 3, write the fact which will help you to understand what needs to prove exactly. So we are going to write that fact. Your matrix X is skew symmetric if it satisfies the condition transpose equals to negative of the matrix. And then after that, step number 4, write what needs to prove exactly. So you are going to write that is to prove transpose of A transpose equals to minus of A transpose. How I am getting this? I am getting this with the help of this condition and this A transpose. You are going to put in place of X A transpose in this condition. So just put that will give you this line number 4. And then after that, the final step number 5 is prove the statement which is given in step number 4. And in step number 4 again you have LHS equals to RHS. So you are going to consider the LHS and you are going to use the hypothesis, nothing but the assumption, and your pre-knowledge, pre-known facts. Okay, so you'll consider the LHS, and if you consider the LHS, you can see the LHS is double transpose of the matrix, and by property number 1 of transpose, double transpose equals to the original matrix, so you get equals to A. And what after that, you have to compare the two things, the thing which you want, the thing which you have. So you have A but you want minus of A transpose. How to get that? So that assumption will help you to get that. So you are going to write next what you have assumed. So you have assumed A skew symmetric matrix, so A will equals to minus of A transpose. So what I am going to do, I am going to put this value of A over here. I'll put in place of A minus of A transpose. So if I do that, I'll get this, and you can see this is what is expected. This is the required RHS. So hence proved. Nothing but we proved that the transpose of a skew symmetric matrix is again skew symmetric. Okay, let's proceed to the next. Here is our next problem. We have to prove the statement. Now this is not a prove or disprove thing. This is simply prove. Prove means the statement given is true, and to prove again you have to follow those 5 steps. Okay, so step number 1, assume the hypothesis. Here is our hypothesis. Step number 2, write the to prove statement. Here is your to prove statement. Step number 3, write the fact. So we are going to write the fact that is of symmetric matrices. And step number 4, write what exactly to prove. So this is what exactly to prove. And how I am getting this? I am getting this by putting in place of x once a square and after that a cube in this condition. Okay, so if you do that, you will get this step number 4, that is to prove statement. And after that, your step number 5, you have to prove the statement which is there in step number 4 with the help of assumption and pre-knowledge, previously known facts. Okay, so here you have to prove 2 statements. So we are going to do it one by one, and both are LHS equals to RHS type of statements. So you are going to consider LHS and you have to bring the RHS. So let's consider the LHS of first. So LHS of the first is transpose of A square. So if you recall, power of matrix, what is A square? A square is nothing but A into A. So I can write A into A in place of A square. And after that, you are going to apply the fourth property of transpose. Nothing but transpose of A into B is equals to B transpose A transpose. But here, since both the matrices are same, you are not going to see any difference. So you are getting A transpose into A transpose. And what after that, you have to compare what you have and what you want. So if you compare, you have A transpose into A transpose, nothing but you have A transpose square of A transpose, but you want A square. Okay, so in place of actually A transpose, you want A. And how to get that? So you have to go to your assumption. So your assumption is A is symmetric. If A is symmetric, your A transpose will equals to A. So you will put in place of A transpose A. So this A transpose will become A, even this A transpose will become A, and you will get A into A. And A into A is A square, which is the required RHS. So your proof is done. Your first statement is proved, A square is symmetric. And let's talk about the second statement, transpose of A cube equals to A cube. To prove this, again you are going to consider the LHS. So consider the LHS, here is your LHS, and after that use power of matrix. So A cube is your A square into A, and after that your property number 4 of transpose, you will get A transpose into transpose of A square, and after that you will use this value of A transpose over here. So this A transpose will become A, and you will also use value of this A square transpose over here. Value of A square transpose is A square. So in place of A square transpose, you will get A square, and you know A into A square is A cube, and that is the required RHS. So this proves your A cube is symmetric. So continuing this way, we can prove here A raised to n is symmetric for symmetric matrix A and positive integer n. So you all can note this point. This is very important point over here. A raised to n is symmetric for symmetric matrix A and positive integer n. Nothing but all positive integer powers of a symmetric matrix is symmetric. So if I have a symmetric matrix A, and if I ask you whether A raised to 10 is going to be symmetric, so the answer is yes. If I ask you whether A raised to 100 is going to be symmetric, answer is yes. Is A raised to 2017 is going to be symmetric? The answer is yes. Okay, so this note point is very important over here. So let's go to the next. So here is our next problem. You have to prove if A is skew symmetric, then A square is symmetric and A cube is skew symmetric. So here you have to prove this two statements, A square is symmetric and A cube is skew symmetric for a skew symmetric matrix A. Okay, so let's begin with the proof. Step 1, assume the hypothesis. Here is your hypothesis. So we have assumed a matrix A is skew symmetric. Step 2, what to prove? So what to prove? The conclusion to prove. So you are going to write, to prove a square is symmetric and a cube is skew symmetric. Step 3, write the fact, which will help you in understanding what to prove exactly. So you are going to write both the facts, because we need two things over here, symmetric and skew symmetric. You are going to write those two facts. Matrix X is symmetric if transpose of X is equals to X, and matrix X is skew symmetric if transpose of X is equals to minus X. And after that, step number 4, your step number 4 is write what exactly to prove. So with the help of this two condition, you are going to write what exactly to prove. So in the number 1 condition, in this one you are going to put a square in place of X, and in number 2 condition, in this one you are going to put a cube in place of X, and that will give you your step 4, that is to prove transpose of a square is equals to a square, and this will prove your a square is symmetric, and transpose of a cube equals to minus of a cube, this will prove your a cube is skew symmetric. So we are going to prove this one by one. So let's talk about the number 1 and consider the LHS, since you have LHS equals to RHS type of question over here. So if you consider the LHS, your LHS is transpose of a square. What I am going to do, I am going to write first of all a square as a into a by using the power of matrix concept, and after that I am going to use property number of transpose, which we used in earlier proof as well. And after that we have to compare the thing which we have and the thing which we want. We have basically a transpose into a transpose, nothing but square of a transpose, and we want a square. So if we get a in place of a transpose, we are done. And how to get that? So for that we are going to use the hypothesis. Our hypothesis is a is skew symmetric. So if a is skew symmetric, a transpose will equals to minus of a. So in place of this a transpose, I am going to use the value minus of a. So I will have minus of a into minus of a, like this. And minus of a and minus of a, if you multiply, that will give you a square. Minus of 1 will multiply with minus of 1 to give you plus 1, and a multiply to give you a square. So this is what the required RHS. So our first statement is proved. We proved a square is symmetric. Let's prove a cube is skew symmetric. So consider the LHS. Consider this LHS over here. If you consider LHS, and after that you are going to use the concept of power of matrix. So you will write a cube as a square into a, and after that property number 4 of transpose of matrix. So you will get a transpose into a square transpose of a square, and after that you will put values of this two terms, value of a transpose and value of transpose of a square. Value of a transpose is over here, minus of a. Value of transpose of a square is over here, that is a square. So first term will become minus of a, second term will become a square, and if you multiply them, that will give you minus of a cube, which is your required RHS. And this is how you got, and this is how you proved a cube is skew symmetric. And if you continue this way, what you will get, even positive integer powers of a skew symmetric matrix is symmetric, and odd positive integer powers of a skew symmetric matrix is skew symmetric. So you are going to write this as a note point over here. This is very important note point. For a skew symmetric matrix A raised to n is symmetric for even positive integer n. A raised to n is skew symmetric for odd positive integer n. So nothing but if I ask you if your A is skew symmetric, then what can you say about A raised to 27? Your 27 is odd integer power of a skew symmetric matrix. So with the help of this note point, you can say this will also be skew symmetric. And if I ask you what about A raised to 2000? So A raised to 2000 is even positive integer power of a skew symmetric matrix. So this is going to be symmetric. I hope the note point is clear to you. So let's proceed to the next. So here is your next problem. You have to prove for any square matrix A into A transpose and A transpose into A are symmetric. So what I suggest you, I think we have done lots of proofs, and now you must be comfortable with those 5 steps. So I suggest you all to pause the video and go ahead. Prove this statement on your own. So just pause the video and do it. I hope you all must have got the proof. So let's see the proof of this. Here is your step number 1. Here we are talking about any square matrix A. So I have taken A be any square matrix. Here we are not talking about a square symmetric matrix A or a square skew symmetric matrix A. A is any random square matrix. Okay. And after that, step number 2, to prove. So this is to prove. So you'll write to prove. And after that, step number 3, write the fact. So you are going to write the fact of symmetric matrix. And after that, step number 4, you are going to put value of x as A into A transpose. And after that, value of x as A transpose into A. You have to prove 2 statements over here. So if you do that, you will get this. And after that, we are going to prove it one by one. This is again LHS equals to RHS type. So you are going to consider the LHS. So if I consider the LHS, I get this. After considering LHS, what I am going to do, I am going to apply the property number 4 of transpose of a matrix. So we'll give you this. And if you concentrate on this first term, that is double transpose of a matrix. So you are going to apply your property number 1 of transpose of a matrix. So that will give you A, and this A transpose will remain as it is. And this is what the required RHS. Okay. And after that, consider the LHS of the second equality. Consider the second equality, LHS of the second equality. And after that, again apply the property number 4. And after that, again apply the property number 1 on the second term. And that will give you this. And this is the required RHS. So hence proved A into A transpose and A transpose into A are symmetric for any square matrix A. So here we are done. Thanks to all of you. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.